This is all about just making it super easy so that you really don't feel like you're changing much while you're saving yourself hundreds of calories. Hi there. So today I wanted to talk about some foods that I have implemented into my day-to-day life. Some of them are swaps of other foods, but I'm down 28 pounds from my highest weight, and these are foods that help me hit my calorie deficit and my protein goals. So right now, currently, I aim to eat at least 110 grams of protein a day, at least. And I try to stay anywhere from between 1600 to like 1950 calories a day. That's kind of what my day-to-day goals are. So these are some foods that have helped me hit those goals. And have definitely played a huge part in me losing this weight, because at this point in my journey, I've only gone to the gym like 3 or 4 times. So it's very much diet that has helped me lose this weight. So I will say I do not have any like gluten or dairy sensitivity. So if you do, some of these things obviously won't work for your diet. But with that being said, some of these, there are kind of gluten-free or dairy alternative options that are still pretty good, but I just don't know of them. Okay, so the first one is the Real Good brand of the chicken tenders or the chicken nuggets. You should be able to find these in the frozen food section of a grocery store, but I think they're actually gluten-free now that I think about it. But these are, for each serving, it's 130 calories for 23 grams of protein, which is an insane ratio. So the next thing on the list is subbing out like cheeses, like full-fat cheeses for fat-free or low-fat cheeses. So one of them that I really like is the fat-free mozzarella cheese. It's about 45 calories for a serving and 9 grams of protein. And per serving, like if you're going to use it on like an egg sandwich, or like if you're going to put it on like the chicken in like a wrap or something, that 9 grams, it's just such an easy 9 grams, right? For under 50 calories, very easy. When you're swapping it out, if you're swapping it out for cheese you already use in your day-to-day life, like you could be saving hundreds of calories just by doing that. The next thing on my list is turkey, ground turkey. Instead of like doing ground beef, or like pork or anything, ground turkey is if you get lean turkey, it's 150 calories about for a serving, about like 22 grams of protein. Very nice. And in my opinion, tastes just as good as ground beef. If you season it, like if you season any kind of meat, right, the right way, it's gonna taste really good, right? So if you put ground turkey in instead of ground beef, you're gonna get less calories and the same, if not more, protein. And you're gonna feel better after too, because it's gonna be leaner meat, so it's not gonna like be filled with fat. So the next thing is the Mission Carb Balance wraps. They're 70 calories each. They each have 6 grams of protein, which is a pretty good ratio, especially when you're using like wraps it's just like, it's just to hold your food, right? So you obviously don't want to like spend all of your calories on something that's just holding like the good stuff, like the good stuff's inside of it. But if you can get some protein in there for not that many calories, and these ones taste good. I know people have like recommendations for other wraps or whatever. I'm just letting you know, these ones actually taste good, and at no part in this journey do I ever want to like just be eating like food that doesn't taste good, right? Like no one wants that. So that's why I recommend this. But if you do that with like the chicken, some lettuce, tomato, the fat-free cheese, it is going to fill you up. You can do 2 of them even, honestly, probably for the same amount of calories as like just a regular chicken nuggets, regular wrap, and regular cheese. You could probably honestly do like the same amount of calories for 2 of them. And they're really filling, because it's filled with great protein, but putting in like tomatoes and lettuce to it as well, you're set for lunch. Oh, and the next thing I wanted to add is oat milk. And if you do unsweetened vanilla oat milk. It's so good. And I know that almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, has less calories. But if you are the type of person that likes like the creaminess of milk, like cow milk, but you're looking for a alternative option or like a lower calorie option, try oat milk, unsweetened vanilla. There's many different like brands. Like some brands have more calories than others, like just depending on how they're produced. But if you just try it, because I personally don't like the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Like it's too thin for me. It doesn't do what I want it to do as like a milk substitute. So for me, it's worth the extra calories to just do the oat milk. There's not protein in it, but if you're subbing out like a lower calorie option, it's just, trust me, it's just, if you haven't tried it and you're kind of iffy about almond milk, try that. If you like almond milk, stick to almond milk. It's lower calorie, but just me personally, that's what I've been doing. So the next thing on my list that's really makes it really easy, and it's just like a great quick snack, but you can like meal prep a lot ahead of time, is egg bites. So you could do, crack some eggs in a bowl, leave the yolk in, you need the fat. I mean, you don't have to, but like I do. Make it easy, right? Just throw in some like frozen pre-chopped veggies. So throw in some of the like some seasonings and some of the fat-free cheese that you have. Mix it all together. Put it in muffin tins and cook it until it looks cooked. Doesn't take long. Super easy. Pop them out. Put them in the fridge, and you're good for the week. They're probably about 70 calories each. They probably have about 5 grams of protein each, and depending on how much cheese you do and how many like eggs per muffin tin you do, but so easy, so low in calorie. And like I said, like if you're just like looking for something quick to just have as a snack, all the way, do this all the way. It's so good. Eggs in general, I eat eggs most days. I didn't put this on the list because I feel like this is something that everyone kind of knows already. But just eggs in general are so good. They're filling. If you keep the yolk in, they're filling. Egg whites are fine. I get the point, but they never keep me as full or like satiated as like an actual just egg. Okay, so next on my list, again with the turkey theme, is turkey patties and turkey like burgers. So instead of doing like a beef burger, you could do turkey burger, save a ton of calories. I think they're mostly like under, depending on what brand you get, they're like under 200 calories, with about 20 grams of protein for like the turkey burgers. And then turkey patties, the ones I get are actually just they're sold at Walmart. I have not been able to find these anywhere else. They're like they're big, like just like proper breakfast sandwich size, but they're thin, and they're about 90 calories each, and 9 grams of protein. So good, so easy to swap that for like a pork sausage, which is like over 200 calories, for less protein. If you just swap that out, like this is all about just making it super easy so that you really don't feel like you're changing much while you're saving yourself hundreds of calories. So next, I feel like people talk about this all the time, is the Oikos 000 yogurts. Those are so good, and you don't even have to do the 000. You could do just like their Greek yogurts, if you're looking for a little bit more of a yogurt flavor and less like protein. For me personally, I hardly ever eat yogurt like on its own. I will always eat it like either with something in it, like if you get like protein cereal, like Ghost brand has a protein cereal, you can do like half a serving just in the yogurt, mix it up, and then you have something crunchy. Or I just use yogurt as like for like my smoothies to make them like creamier. So I'm not necessarily like needing it to taste good, but if you are just gonna snack on yogurts, maybe the 000 ones will taste a little bit too chalky, proteiny, whatever. I mean, try it out, see what you like, but you could definitely go for just like their Greek yogurt flavors. Less protein, but they taste better, in my opinion. The biggest thing that you have to remember when you're eating these foods, when you're losing weight, when you're on this journey, that people don't talk about a lot, it's like you're living your life. Like this is part of your life. It's not like your life's on pause. Like you need to enjoy yourself at least a little bit. Like yes, make some sacrifices, but like, you need to have fun. You need to like what you're doing. You need to like what you're eating. You need to, or you're not going to stick to it. I promise you. So another good thing to add here, but I didn't add to the list because I feel like it's not, I mean, like, everyone knows this. Fruits and vegetables. Eat a bunch. Eat as much as you like. Find your favorite fruit. Find your favorite vegetable, and just go crazy eating them and everything you can. You might be surprised with certain, like, seasonings or hot sauces, like, you can make any vegetable taste good if you don't like it. So this one is so important because I don't think enough people talk about it, but the Barilla protein pasta that they have like pasta, and then they also have like angel hair and like spaghetti. So good. And I eat pasta at least once a week, and it's basically the same amount of calories as the regular pasta, but with more protein, and it tastes good because I do not like the chickpea pasta at all. I've tried the chickpea pasta. I've tried, like, what is the other one? The lentil. I don't like it. If you like it, great. Go for it. Do it. I don't like it. I like the taste of pasta. I like having pasta. So definitely try the Barilla protein pasta. You're going to get extra protein in. You absolutely do not need to not eat pasta to lose weight. I eat pasta at least once a week, like I said. Don't, like, do the thing where you weigh out 2 ounces of dry pasta and then cook it, whatever. If you want to, that's fine. That's great. I just cook, and if you live alone too, I guess that might be a little bit easier. But if I'm cooking dinner for me and my boyfriend, I'll just cook what I can eyeball it. And then pasta usually gains about, like, double its weight when after being cooked. So instead of weighing out pasta, like, dry and cooking it and then figuring out that way, just get a food scale, zero out the scale with a bowl on it, and put in about 4 ounces of cooked pasta. Once it's about, like, 4.2, whatever, then okay, that's one serving. Like, you don't have to weigh it out dry. That's ridiculous. It takes too much time. No one's going to do that, especially if you're feeding multiple people. Like, how are you going to, it's dumb. Just weigh it out after. And just double, I think, like, one serving's 2 ounces, so just about 4 ounces of pasta. And then you're good. This one I wanted to add because I don't think people realize, like, how low of calorie you can actually go with this type of food. But marinara sauce, kind of following the pasta idea as well. Marinara sauce, depending on the brand, literally you can get anywhere from, like, 45 to, like, 120 calories for the same, like, serving size. I think it's like a half cup, which, by the way, from experience of weighing my food, hardly use a half cup of sauce. So that's something that I think people should kind of lean into more is, when you're at the grocery store and you're at the pasta sauce aisle and it's, like, 17 feet wide, just look at some different labels and see kind of what your options are, because you could be saving so many calories just by subbing out a sauce for a lower calorie one, and it tastes the same. I mean, some people have, like, a very particular palate. That's fine. Just try it. Like, you never know. You could like it more if you're trying to lose weight. It's a good feeling to actually enjoy the food you're eating and still lose weight. I promise. It's such a good feeling. Couple more here. So when it comes to, like, desserts, everyone knows about Halo Top. One thing that so definitely Halo Top's great. It's a great low calorie option for ice cream. Some flavors are kind of, like, hit or miss, but the Target brand Favorite Day low calorie ice cream, it's such a 50-50 split on this, because I personally think this is the best low calorie ice cream I've ever had, and I feel like I've tried them all. The NYX brand, the Swedish brand, that's a close third, but I think it would be Target brand, Halo Top, NYX. And so try it, because some people don't like it. I personally think it tastes exactly like regular ice cream, but there are some people who really don't like it. So give it a go. Try out a flavor if you have a Target near you. But there are, like, I think, like, the most amount of calories you can get in one is, like, 370, but it goes all the way down to, like, 300. Also, I'm pretty sure there's, like, 20 plus grams of protein in those too. So the next thing, I think everyone kind of knows this, but cottage cheese. There are different textures depending on so many different things. Like if they're like no salt added, small curd, medium curd, large curd, depending on what brand it is. So if you're kind of iffy about cottage cheese, there's a chance that you're just not having the right one. If you flat out hate it, like 100%, like you don't like the taste of it at all, the texture, whatever, you're probably not gonna like any of them. But if there's like one that you've tried and you're like, it's all right, try another one. The calories are insane. It's 90 calories for 13 grams protein. For a half cup, it's like such a good snack size. Put some like everything bagel seasoning in it. Trust me, I don't know why it works, but it works. And then the last thing I'll talk about, and I can make another video too, but these are just kind of like the biggest things that kind of appear over and over again in my diet. But getting low calorie sauces is a game changer. Like the G Hughes brand has like zero sugar, like barbecue sauces, salad dressings, marinades. And then if you like hot sauce, like sriracha's amazing, 0 calories. And I just literally put it on everything. But there's so many different hot sauces out there nowadays that aren't just like sriracha or like Tabasco. Like you can get like barbecue flavored hot sauces and stuff like that, and like tangy ones and whatever, and fruit ones, but they're all basically like 5 calories or less for a serving. So definitely give that a go. See how you like any of the like lower, like just look in the grocery store, because there's like a million options out there. Just, when you're in there and you don't have to like leave immediately, just take your time and just look at different labels and see if there's any of them that catch your eye. Like I said, the G Hughes is a great brand for things like barbecue sauces and like marinades and stuff. And then like for salad dressings, there's like the Bolthouse Farms, because on like a standard salad dressing, it can be like 200 calories for a tablespoon. And that's just like, that's 200 calories that you could be eating like so many more things. Oh, a new thing that has been added since making this list, but the Veggie Straws Zesty Ranch is so good. I do not like veggie straws, so I will say that. If you don't like veggie straws, listen to me. I don't either. But I do like the Zesty Ranch ones. They're so good, and they satisfy like that snacky like crunch. And they're like 130 calories for 28 grams, which is like a bowl. I very much recommend it. As I said in my previous video, the goal shouldn't be to eat as little as you can while trying to lose weight. The goal should be to eat as much as you can while hitting your calorie and protein goals. So I hope this was good. I hope this was informative and gave you some new ideas. Some of these, like I said, people usually know about them, but wanted to throw them in there because they really are so important on this journey for me personally, and then they could be for you too. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will be back very soon.